Hello and good day everyone. Welcome to the Live Life Conference 2021, I Am Home. I am RJ Moriones, a lay missionary for the Live Christ Share Christ mission, serving in the Live Life pillar. Family is an important component of society and of the church. It is the primary unit of communities and it is the domestic church. That is why in this conference, we wanted to highlight the family and how it can be a source of love and life to every individual, to the community, and to the world. There are many reasons to celebrate this year, even if we are still in the pandemic. The crisis we are in right now will not dampen our spirits to know more about the plan of God for ourselves and for our families. We are happy to share with you this event that will highlight our desire to be a gift to others and our eagerness to celebrate the beauty of marriage, family, and life. The pandemic will not stop us in proclaiming the gospel of life to everyone. We, in Live Life, are empowered by the Holy Spirit to become God's beacon of light to the ends of the earth. As we celebrate 500 years of our Christian faith, and as we observe the Amoris Laetitia Family Year, we bring to you the Live Life Conference 2021 Sessions on Demand. We created Sessions on Demand videos to help appreciate the beauty of marriages and family and to develop a society that embraces the culture of life. We want everyone, yes, to be empowered with the truth as we all respond to the constant attack of evil forces against families. We want all of you to appreciate the beauty of life and respond by sharing this gift to everyone. As you watch at the comfort of your homes, we want you to open your mind and heart to everything that will be shared and revealed to you. Be assured that the speakers were handpicked and they are the best in their fields to discuss the topics presented. It will be an exciting opportunity to learn. We have prepared two segments for the workshop, the culture of life and the culture of death. In the culture of life segment, we will highlight ways on how we can build up a strong family for Christ and empower everyone to embrace the gospel of life at home. And as for the culture of death, we will enlighten everyone about the realities of this culture that opposes God's way for families and marriages. We will offer to our participants ways on how to address these issues and become a light to everyone. We promise you that these online sessions will help and equip us to further the mission of proclaiming the gospel of life to everyone. Let us be bearers of God's light to the world. Let us lead everyone back home so that they may see God's amazing love and beautiful plan for every family. Have a grace-filled day ahead of you. Enjoy and God bless.
Good day, brothers and sisters. It's a joy to be with you and to be part of this Live Life Conference 2021. Over 53 years ago, during the Second Vatican Council in 1962 to 1965, and the introduction of the birth control pill in 1960, there were pressures within and outside the Catholic Church to change its long-established position against the use of artificial contraception or birth control. During the time, Pope Paul VI, now a saint, called for a pontifical commission on birth control in 1965 to study and come up with a comprehensive report on the burning issue of that day. The commission was composed of 72 highly qualified individuals coming from 5 continents, which were mostly theologians, 13 medical practitioners, 5 ordinary women, 16 bishops, and 7 cardinals. In 1966, the Commission presented a majority and a minority report. The majority report 64 votes out of 69 voting members recommended that artificial birth control was not intrinsically evil, that the Catholic couples should be allowed to decide for themselves the methods they will use in controlling pregnancies, and that the use of contraceptives should be regarded as an extension of the accepted cycle or rhythm method.
On the other hand, the minority report reaffirmed and reinforced the long-standing Catholic teaching against the use of contraception, which was explicitly promulgated earlier on December 31, 1930 by Pope Pius XI via his papal encyclical Casti Canobi, or Chastity in Marriage, in response to the Anglican Lambeth Conference 7th edition Resolution number 15, which allowed the use of contraception in marriage. Then Archbishop Karol Wojtyla, now known as Saint Pope John Paul II, had earlier defended the Church position in his 1960 book, Love and Responsibility. Pope Paul VI, by divine grace, decided and promulgated the minority report, and the rest is history. In 1968, he wrote a prophetic encyclical entitled Humanae Vitae, and was released to the consternation of the many. It was subtitled On the Regulation of Birth, and it explains what the Church teaches about contraception. It has been little heeded during the last 53 years. Few Catholics live by these teachings, and few have read Humanae Vitae. According to Archbishop Wojtyla's, or St. John Paul II's position, was strongly considered, and it was reflected in Humanae Vitae.
What are the significant prophecies contained in Humanae Vitae which rendered it to be controversial? There were at least 4 negative prophecies described in Humanae Vitae which are now happening in our present time. According to Humanae Vitae, because of the widespread use of contraception, there will be, number 1, infidelity and moral decline. By using contraceptives, people will have the notion that they can engage in sexual intercourse anytime, anywhere, inside and outside marriage, without getting pregnant.
Number 2, loss of respect for women. More women will be liberal-minded with regards to having sex with multiple partners. Hence, people will view them as nothing but sex objects, purely for pleasure and self-gratification of men.
Number 3, abuse of power of public authorities. Because of the promotion of the artificial control pills and other types of contraceptives, big pharmaceutical companies will massively manufacture and vigorously sell these harmful drugs and dangerous devices to government agencies internationally. In return, these public officials or authorities will promote and impose the use of contraceptives on their citizens to control population growth, but this can also lead to corruption as it becomes a multi-billion-dollar industry.
Number 4, dominion over own body. Having a contraceptive mentality means that you are free to engage in sex anytime with anyone without getting pregnant. Sex without responsibility. However, contraceptives are not 100% effective. Hence, if you have a contraceptive mentality and you get pregnant, some resort to abortion. Their tagline is, "This is my body, it is my choice." Aside from contraception and abortion, people will open the floodgates to euthanasia and other anti-life agenda to control the population, destroy the family, and ruin the sanctity of life.
Without a doubt, contraception affects the spiritual and social aspects of life. It changes attitude from being pro-life to anti-life. It impacts relationships among persons, reduces sex to pleasure, devalues or destabilizes lifelong commitments, separates the unitive, love-giving, and procreative, life-giving purpose of the marital act. It is unnatural, hence it has potential health and medical risks. Humanae Vitae did not only explicitly express the Catholic Church's opposition against the use of artificial contraceptives, but in Humanae Vitae, the Church also proposed that married couples must learn and practice responsible parenthood and natural family planning, RP-NFP, in their marital life because it cultivates self-control and self-discipline.
It offers sacramental grace to develop and strengthen spiritual values and virtues.
It enriches marriage through self-mastery, open communication, and proper use of the gift of sexuality.
It fosters self-respect and mutual understanding.
It nourishes marital intimacy and enhances conjugal love.
It sustains spousal love and strengthens family life.
What is NFP? Natural family planning is the direct observation of the different signs or symptoms inherent and occurring in a woman's body to help her know if she is in her fertile or infertile period, thereby helping the couple decide responsibly when to not time or schedule their marital intercourse depending on their intention, that is either to achieve or postpone pregnancy through safe and natural methods without resorting to artificial means.
Natural family planning is outrightly natural, safe, inexpensive, works for women with irregular and different menstrual cycles, internationally known, scientific, practical, and it does not separate sex from responsibility. It is based on virtue and shared responsibility. Natural family planning is not birth control, as contraception is, because it is not just a means for postponing pregnancy. It is also a means for achieving pregnancy and for spacing birth. And it is also a means to achieve baby boy or baby girl, and it is based on fertility awareness.
Through fertility awareness, the couple can schedule their marital intercourse depending on their intention, either achieving or postponing pregnancy, by recognizing the signs of fertility and infertility, charting, and self-discipline. Fertility awareness empowers the wives and the husbands and gives them freedom from ignorance, anxiety, and fear.
There are also factors that affect fertility such as age, environment, occupational hazards, poor health and nutrition, stress, habits, and vices. Hence, it is important for the couple to take good care of their physical well-being. Successful natural family planning depends on the couple's ability to recognize signs, chart signs, and abstain from intercourse for days when the wife is fertile, if they have valid reason to postpone pregnancy. It also involves a sound instruction from a specially trained natural family planning teacher and proper follow-up. In the practice of natural family planning, there is no DDO,
What is DIDO?
no drugs, no injections, no devices, no operations, and no withdrawal, no DDO. Comparing natural family planning with artificial contraception, well, NFP is safe with no harmful side effects.
While contraception involves medical or health risks,
Natural family planning is simple to learn and use.
while contraception involves harmful drugs and dangerous devices.
NFP has no physical and psychological side effects.
While in contraception, the more effective the method is, the more dangerous it is.
NFP involves no expense.
While contraception is a continuous expense.
NFP is awareness of self.
While contraception is used blindly without the woman knowing how contraception is affecting her own body.
NFP enables the woman to accept, manage, and respect her fertility.
While contraception suppresses the normal, healthy function of the human reproductive system.
NFP fosters communication, respect, and concern for each other.
while contraception encourages spouses to never communicate with each other and cultivates the lack of concern for each other.
NFP strengthens marriage and sustains marital intimacy because the love of the couple is renewed after a period of abstinence.
While contraception places a barrier and widens the communication gap between husband and wife.
NFP can be used to achieve or postpone pregnancy.
While contraception sometimes results to partial or complete infertility.
NFP is acceptable to all cultures, religions, education, and social levels.
While in contraception, the level of discontentment and discomfort is high.
NFP is according to God's plan for marriage and conforms to natural laws.
While contraception is against God's plan in marriage and runs contrary to natural laws. For evil to triumph, it is enough that good men do nothing. Therefore, we need to stand up for the family and uphold life by relentlessly proclaiming the gospel of life. Let us all give value and meaning to human life. Defend the sanctity of life from conception to natural death. Protect the sacredness of traditional marriage between a man and a woman. Live to the full our human dignity and gift of sexuality. Lead a chaste and righteous life.
We are here before you as a living proof of the value and effectiveness of responsible parenthood and natural family planning. From being users, we have become pushers of the natural family planning. We were able to use RP NFP not only for postponing pregnancy, but also for achieving baby boy, baby girl, spacing pregnancy through the use of lactational amenorrhea or full breastfeeding. We were able to meet the authors of Billings Ovulation Method, Drs. John and Evelyn Billings, and author of Porzuelo, NFP Experience, Nanay Feling Porzuelo, one of the dear friends of St. John Paul II, a former member of the Pontifical Council of the Family, along with her husband Ellie, and the woman hailed as a scientist by the Vatican for her and her husband's gift to natural family planning. She taught us the Porzuelo method of natural family planning, which is almost similar to the basal body temperature. We value her teachings on the importance of marital intimacy as married couples' participation in the call of the Church for new evangelization. NFP has basically became an integral part of our daily life, like our daily prayer and scripture reading. It has enhanced and strengthened our marriage through our shared responsibility, respect for each other, and open-minded communication.
We feel so blessed and privileged that God gave us the chance to learn and practice as an integral part of our marital way of life the beauty of responsible parenthood and natural family planning, and consequently share our wonderful experiences and valuable knowledge as NFP teachers to other married couples. It is our own little way of giving back to God the many blessings received by sharing our God-given time, treasures, and talents to others so that they may also benefit and enjoy the fruits of practicing responsible parenthood and natural family planning in their family life. We also want our brethren to learn, practice, and teach this valuable information. According to Humanae Vitae, faithfulness to God's design is important, and so we hope that all married couples will read St. Pope Paul VI encyclical Humanae Vitae and embrace responsible parenthood and natural family planning in their marital lives. Thank you, and may God be praised. God bless.
Bye.
Bye.